Hi everyone, hope you're well. So today's class is this nice 30-minute class. It's kind of an all-rounder class, so hopefully you'll be feeling nice and stretched out through your back, your hips, and it is great to do any time of the day. I like to practice in the morning, but it's also so nice to just give you that kind of afternoon pick-me-up, even if you're doing it on your lunch break. Are any of you working from home? Did you manage to fit it in on your lunch break? Please let me know in the comments below what time you're doing this class. I think it's so interesting. I want to know what time other people are doing their classes. So yeah, let me know in the comments below. Also, please like this video if you like it. And if you haven't already subscribed, then please subscribe to our channel because we are giving lots of new classes out weekly, maybe more than once a week. So please subscribe so you're up to date with all of those new videos. And I hope you enjoy this class and I'll meet you back on the mat. So we're going to start in a comfortable seated position today. And like always, if you want to sit on a cushion, just as we get ourselves nice and comfortable, we can do. That's just going to protect those hips and your knees. So once we've got ourselves nice and comfortable, close the eyes. Have your hands just gently resting on top of your knees. And I want you to feel like your spine is already starting to lengthen up. So make sure those shoulders are rolling back, the crown of the head reaching up. And then start to notice the breath, inhaling in through the nose. Let it go all the way down into the belly. And if you want, you can place your right hand on your stomach. And then exhale, let that go. And again, inhale all the way down into that right hand. And then another little bit of air. Bring your left hand up onto your chest and breathe into that hand as well. And then exhale, let it go. Almost like we're filling up from the bottom up to the top. We inhale, let it go all the way down into the belly, up into the chest. And then exhale, out through the chest and out through the belly. Let's go one more like this. Big breath in. Down into that right hand, all the way up into that left hand. Breathing into the ribs, all the way up to the collarbones. And then exhale, letting it go. From here, I want you to inhale, reach the arms up. You can gently open the eyes. As we exhale, circle those arms all the way back behind. And then bringing them forwards. Inhale, sweep them up. Exhale, circling behind. Getting into those shoulders now. Inhale, lift the arms. Exhale, circling behind. Really big, nice and slow. Inhale, lifting. And exhale, circling behind. This time, inhale, we lift the arms, interlacing the fingers and then flipping the palm to face up towards the ceiling. Inhale here, lifting. Feel like you want to draw those shoulders back or those biceps away from your ears, opening up through those shoulders a little more. And then as we exhale, start to take the hands over towards the right, adding this gentle side stretch. Make sure that that left hip's not lifting up, but encourage it down towards the ground. And then inhale back through center. Exhale over towards the left. Again, make sure that right sit bone is sticking down towards the ground. Inhale up through center. Release the hands, another big circle all the way around and bring them back on top of our knees. And we're going to find some nice big circles in those hips. You can start by going big clockwise all the way around. Nice and slowly. Inhale as we come forwards, exhale as we take it back. Inhale. And exhaling, switch direction. Inhale, anti-clockwise. Nice and slow, getting into those hips. You can feel it in that lower back. Inhale. And exhale. And then bringing yourself back up right through center. Find our seated cat-cows. As we inhale, pull those hands against the knees. Puff that chest forwards, lift the chin. Draw the shoulders back. Exhale, round the spine, tuck the chin. Find nice space in each vertebrae of the back here. Inhaling, we rock forwards. Pull those hands against the knees. Exhale, rock it back. And again, inhaling forwards. Exhale, take it back. Moving with the breath. Inhale forwards. Working into those hips as well. Exhale, take it back. We'll go one more. Inhale. And exhale. Round the spine. Bring yourself back up through center. From here, I want you to take your hands behind you. Fingertips, see if you can get them to face the front of the mat. If that feels a little sore in your wrist, then you can turn them out slightly. And then we're going to plant the feet down, hip distance apart. Press through the feet and the hands. Lift those hip bones all the way up. Find our reverse tabletop position. Thinking about squeezing in glutes. Lift those hips even higher. Opening up through those shoulders. Inhale. And exhale to stay. And if you want, you can gently start to rock forwards and backwards, opening up into those shoulders even more. And warming up into those wrists. Inhale. And exhale. You can gradually start to make that rock a little bigger. Can those hips go down towards those heels? Inhaling. And exhaling. And then from here, we'll bring those sit bones back down. Cross over at the ankles, roll over the shins, bring the hands out in front, and we'll find our normal tabletop position. Let's just counter stretch those wrists, because that was quite a lot of pressure. We'll flip that right palm. Just gently rock it forwards and backwards. And then flip it back, we'll flip the left palm, rocking forwards and backwards. And then bring ourselves back to our tabletop position. From here, just take a little bit of a wiggle side to side, opening up through those ribs. Inhaling and exhaling. And then from here, I want you to start to walk the hands out in front, coming down into our puppy dog pose. But just take it nice and slowly. Just make sure that those hips stay nice and high above your knees. We start to melt down through the chest. Start to bring the forehead or the top of the head down towards the ground. Opening up through those shoulders, through the upper back. Pressing the tops of the feet down into the mat. Inhaling where we are. Exhale to stay. And if you want to take it a little bit deeper, you can bring that chin down towards the mat. Take the gaze in between the hands. Inhaling where we are. Exhale to stay. And then from here, nice and slowly, bring those hands back up into our tabletop position. One more time, give yourself a little wiggle, side to side. And then we're going to come into our downward facing dog. Tuck the toes, lift those hips up and back. Make sure our back is nice and flat here so we can bend into those legs to start with. Press those hands down into the mat, almost like you feel like you want to split the mat in two between your hands and your feet. So you really press down through those hands, lengthen out through the spine, take those hips up and back. Inhaling here, exhale to stay. Start to walk through the feet now, opening up through the backs of the legs, drawing the heels down. Inhale and exhale. And then planting those feet from here, we're going to inhale, rock forwards, find our high plank position, squeeze that core. Exhale, chaturanga, drop those knees down for this first one. Elbows back, nice and tight towards the body, halfway down. And then all the way onto our belly, untuck the toes, inhale to our cobra, start to lift the chest. Exhale, chin back down towards the mat. Inhale, we lift back up. Using that low back to find that lift. Exhale, chin towards the mat. One more time, inhale, we lift up. Exhale, chin towards the mat, tuck the toes, press ourselves all the way back up to our downward facing dog. And go through another vinyasa. Inhale, we rock forwards, high plank. Exhale, chaturanga, you can drop the knees or one knee or keep them lifted as we lower down halfway. This time flipping onto the tops of the feet, press through those arms. Lifting the legs off the ground in our upward facing dog. Exhale, squeeze the core, take the hips up and back. Downward facing dog. We'll do one more. Inhale, we rock forwards, high plank. Exhale, chaturanga, halfway down, your variation. To the belly for cobra or upward facing dog, your choice. And exhale, hips up and back, downward facing dog. From here, we're going to inhale, lift the right leg up. As we exhale, we step that foot through as close as we can between those hands. And most of the time, the foot might just stop halfway down. That's okay. Just drop that back knee down, take a hold of that ankle, and then just step that foot up nice and high. From here, everyone's got that back knee down, untuck the toes. We inhale, lift the arms up, bring the palms together, find our low lunge, sink those hips forwards. Inhaling here, and exhale. And again, inhale. And this time, exhale, bring the left hand down only, and keep that right arm up towards the ceiling, so we're finding this nice gentle twist. Open that chest. Here we're going to inhale, open that chest a little more. Maybe that hand can fall behind us. And then as we exhale, we take that right hand and we sweep it all the way across. Almost like you want to reach it down towards that back leg. Like we're giving ourselves this little hug. Inhale, we then open up one more time. Exhale, sweep it down, giving ourselves that little hug. Reaching that right hand towards that back leg. And again, inhale, open. And exhale, sweep it down. Inhale, we open one more time. This time, exhale, bring that hand down. Step back through our vinyasa, finding our chaturanga halfway down. Inhale to your back bend. And exhale, downward facing dog. Going through the other side, inhale, lift the left leg up. Exhale to step that foot through as high up between those hands as we can. Drop the back knee down. Again, you can shimmy that front foot forwards if we need to. Untuck the back toes. Inhale, lift the arms up, bring the palms together. As we exhale, we need to press those hips forwards. Really starting to open up through that front hip flexor. Inhaling here. Exhale to stay. And again, inhale. Breathing into the belly. This time, exhale, bring that right hand down, keep that left arm up, find that nice twist. Inhale here, open that chest even more. As we exhale, we take that little hug, that little bow down, sweep that arm all the way down and across like it wants to reach towards that back leg. Inhale again, we open up. Exhale, we sweep it down. Inhale, lifting. Exhale, giving ourselves that nice little hug, reaching that hand behind us. Inhale to open one more time. Exhale, bring that hand down, step back through our vinyasa. Exhaling, chaturanga halfway down. To the belly for cobra or upward facing dog, roll the shoulders back. Exhale, downward facing dog. And then once we're here, I want you to start to walk the feet all the way up towards the top of the mat. Take your time, bend into the legs, meeting in a forward fold with those feet hip distance apart. And we're just going to sway the body a little bit side to side, releasing through that back. Just shake the head slowly. Inhale and exhale. And then from here, we'll roll all the way up to standing. Taking your time. Head comes up last. And then once we get there, we'll roll the shoulders up, back and down. Arms by the sides, palms facing forwards. Find your mountain pose. Inhale here, breathe into the belly, the chest, the collarbones, the ribs. Fill the lungs up. Open the mouth, exhale it out. We'll do that one more time. Inhale, really big breath in, filling the lungs. Open the mouth, sigh the breath out. From here, bring the feet together. Toes touching, heels slightly apart. Move through our sun salutation A. We inhale, lift the arms up overhead. Exhale, take a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, find that flat back. Exhale, plant the hands. You can step, you can hop back through your chaturanga, your choice. Inhale to your back bend, cobra or upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. We're not going to stay here for too long. We inhale together. And then straight away, exhale, we're going to bend the knees, look between the hands. You can step, walk, or hop the feet up. We inhale, find a halfway lift once we get there. And exhale to fold. Inhale, rolling up to standing, arms come up. Exhale, palms at the chest. One more time, inhale, lift the arms. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, plant the hands, make your way back through your vinyasa. Strong through your core. Inhale to your back bend. And exhale, hips up and back, downward facing dog. Again, just one breath here, inhale. As we exhale, bend the knees, look between the hands, step, walk or hop the feet up. We inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhaling, rolling up to standing, arms come up. Exhale, palms at the chest. Here we're going to inhale, lift the arms. Exhale, take a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. This time, exhale, plant the hands, step the left leg back, all the way towards the back of the mat. Big, long stance. And just check in with your feet. Make sure that they're not in line with one another, because then they'll start to wobble a little bit. Just take them out a little bit wider towards the edges of the mat. From here, we're going to rise up, coming into our high lunge. Bring those arms up overhead. Bend into the front leg. Back heel drawing behind. Inhaling here. Squeezing that belly button in, having that nice strong core. Exhale to stay. And again, inhaling. And exhaling. And like we did when we had the back knee dropped, from here we're going to bring that left hand down towards the mat and keep that right arm up, finding that twist. Inhaling here. So you remember where we went. Exhale, we take that right hand and we wrap it all the way around and reach towards that back foot. And again, inhale, we open up. Exhale, wrapping that arm around. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, giving ourselves that little hug, reaching that hand behind. Inhale, we open up. And this time, exhale, I want you to bring that hand down and then start to straighten that front leg into our pyramid pose. So keeping those hips facing towards the front of the mat, squeeze the inner thighs together. Inhale here, find our halfway lift. Lift that chest away, coming onto those fingertips. And then exhale, fold a little deeper. And again, inhale. And exhale. This time as we inhale, bend into that front leg, reach those hands out towards the front of the mat. We take a big step up to float the back leg up. Inhaling here. As we exhale, bring that foot down to meet that right foot at the top of the mat. Inhale here, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale to fold. Inhaling, rolling up to standing. Arms come up overhead, palms touch. And exhale, palms at the chest. Other side. Inhale, lift the arms. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. As we exhale, plant the hands, step the right leg back this time, all the way to the back of the mat. Again, checking in with those feet, make sure you've got that nice, strong foundation before we inhale, rise up into our high lunge. Bring those arms up, bend into the front leg, back heel drawing behind. Again, check in with your core. Make sure you're squeezing that belly button in, giving you a little bit more stability here. Inhale and exhale. Inhaling again. As we exhale, bring that right hand down, keep that left arm up, find that twist. Nice and slow transition, inhaling here. As we exhale, we take that little hug, wrap that left arm all the way back and reaching it towards that back leg. Inhale, we open up. Exhale again, we take it round. Inhale, we lift it up. Each time we take that hug, sink a little bit down into those hips. Exhale, reach it down, sinking into those hips. Inhale, open up one more time. This time we bring that hand down. Start to straighten that front leg. And again, check in with those hips. Make sure that those hips are facing the front. Squeeze the inner thighs together. Inhale here, find our halfway lift. Nice flat back. Exhale, we fold. And again, inhale. And exhale. This time, inhale, bend into the front leg, reach those hands out in front, stepping up, float the back leg up, inhaling. As we exhale, bring that foot down, toes together at the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale to fold. Inhale, roll up to standing, arms come up overhead, palms touch. And as we exhale, bring the palms out the chest. We'll take one vinyasa to meet back in downward dog. Inhale, lift the arms. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. You can step or hop your feet back through your vinyasa. Exhale, chaturanga, last one. Inhale, back bend. And as we exhale, hips up and back, downward facing dog. And we're going to work into those hips just a little bit more, coming through into our pigeon pose. Now before we go through it, if you know that it doesn't feel right for your body to bring that shin forwards, and if you want to take it onto your back, I'll just show you a quick little variation. You can come onto your back, and then we cross that right ankle over the left knee, and draw that left knee in. So either we can take this variation, or if we're in our downward dog, we're going to inhale, lift the right leg up. And as we exhale, we bring that shin forwards. Flex that right foot first, lower that shin down, and then drop that back knee and tuck the toes. So I want you to make sure that in your pigeon pose, your hips are square and facing towards the front of the mat. And really start to flex that right foot. That's going to protect that knee joint. So here we can inhale, take a big breath in, whether you're on your back or here, breathe into the belly. And exhale, we stay. If you want, you can walk the hands out a little bit in front. Just really thinking about sinking into that hip. Inhale. And exhale. And again, big breath in. And out. Working into these really deep stretches now. Inhale. Breathe into the hip. Exhale. Release into the stretch a little more. And then from here, take your time, bring the hands back up. If you're on your back, just stay there. We're just going to swap over to the other side. So if you're here, just take yourself back to your downward dog. You can walk through the feet a little bit. And then we'll inhale, lift the left leg up. Exhale to bring that shin forwards, behind those wrists. Flex the left foot first before we lower that shin down. And then drop the back knee, untuck the toes. Staying here now, really focus on that breath. Inhale and exhale. Check in, make sure those hips are nice and square towards the front of the mat. Inhaling and exhaling. Nice long breath, inhale and exhale. One more time. You're here, just bring your hands back up underneath the shoulders. Roll over that left hip to bring the legs out in front. And then from here, everyone, plant the feet down, hip distance apart, rolling onto your back, just setting up for our bridge pose. Make sure you can tickle the back of the heels with your fingertips. From here, we inhale, press through the feet, lift those hip bones up nice and high. We can walk the shoulder blades underneath, and if it's available, you can interlace the hands. But wherever you are, just think about pressing the backs of the arms down into the mat, pressing through those feet to lift the hip bones up a little higher. Try and release your butt muscles, those glutes. That's not where the lift is coming from. The lift is coming from pressing through your feet and through the backs of the arms. Inhaling here and exhale. And again, inhale, lift a little higher. And exhale. Release the hands if you have them interlaced. Everyone, inhale, come up onto the toes. As we exhale, we roll down the spine, nice and slowly. And once those hips reach down towards the ground, just gently tick-tock those knees side to side. If you want, it can feel nice to just keep the knees over to one side for just a couple of breaths. Releasing into that twist. And then guide them over to the other side. Holding it there. And maybe over back to the other side. Whatever feels nice for you. If you want to go a little quicker or a little slower. And one more time over to the other side. And from here, I want you to take the feet all the way out long, coming into our final resting pose of Shavasana. Arms by the sides, palms facing up. Just check in, make sure that your feet are nice and relaxed, they're falling open. All the muscles in the body, even including the muscles in the face, all relaxing and releasing. And then just come back to your normal breathing pattern. Eyes are closed. And just stay with this for the last couple of minutes. And from here, we'll just slowly start to find some movement back into the body. Moving the fingers and toes, and up into the wrists, the ankles, the arms. You can reach the arms up overhead, find a full body stretch. And then take your time, roll over onto your side. Just give yourself a moment here. Keep those eyes closed. And then when you're ready, bring yourself up to a comfortable seated position, like we found at the beginning of the class. And just before we finish, just roll those shoulders up, back and down. And then we'll bring the palms together at the chest. Thank you for doing this class with me. Namaste.